Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Tom and welcome to this Grey Knight army overview. So we'll jump straight in and kick off with down the front here. So here we've got 5 interceptors. The backpacks on all of these are magnetised simply because I don't find any point not doing that, since they're exactly the same model apart from the backpacks as the strike squad. So I can run them as strike squad and all I've got to do is just change the backpack on them. I think it's something that you should try and do yourself if you plan on collecting these. It's going to save you some money if you want to swap out. I have 15 of them in total. So I've got a squad of 10 and a squad of 5. Every one of these is kitted out with falchions due to the fact that it's 4 points per guy. It is an expensive thing, but it's an extra attack. And with them being AP3 force weapons, it can be quite nasty. And again, these are mobile squads, so I try not to put side cannons and stuff like that in them, so I just keep an incinerator. It's 5 points for an incinerator and strength 6 AP4. You could plan on charging these into combat. That's the idea of them, so it's ideal to get something that nasty for 5 points in there. So I've done different heraldry on all the squads. So this squad is half red and half white. I've yet to update these with some symbols in the middle of them, but I'll get on to it at some point when I expand the force. My next squad's just a red stripe on a white background, which is the 10-man squad, so these are exactly the same. Each of the Justicars in these squads also have a shield on the shoulder pad to denote that. So next we'll ship on to the Terminator squads. So here's my first one. Again, both of them are exactly the same as each other. Each one's got a sword, a storm bolter, and there is one side cannon in each squad. The side cannon is a fantastic weapon for Grey Knights. A strength 6 AP4 rending. It's basically an assault cannon with an extra strength, and since you've got relentless, it's most definitely worth taking it on a Terminator, moving fire at full salvo. So, oh yeah, sorry, it's salvo, not assault, but definitely worth it. Obviously they use these as me anvil in which the forces break due to the 2-up armour. Of course, in between this squad is my librarian. Didn't like the bald face it came with, so I drilled that out and put a paladin helmet in there. I think it looks cool anyway. But definitely keep the force stuff on him. For now, I have got another one to paint up, which I am going to give a hammer. But I think defending from psychic powers, having adamantium will being level 3, you're generally higher level, so generally you're denying on 3s, 4s most of the time, and re-rolling 1s obviously due to being Grey Knights, so you're not going to really get witch fires and stuff off against a squad with him in unless you're a level 4 or a level 3. You've got a slightly better chance, but still 4 with re-rolling 1s, not going to happen really, is it? And then of course on top of here we've got the man himself, Mr. Drago. Don't really need to say much reason why I've got him in here. He's a beast, except for when he's fighting Destroyer Lords down there, Tyranids. Yeah, Harry likes him. At the back here we have the Triple Dread Knights. Again, they are nasty. You might have seen some of the earlier videos I've done. I run an Apocalypse formation with Harry's permission, obviously, because they're not how normal games normally, where the leader of the squad, as per se, gets a 12-inch bubble around him that gains shred to the other Dread Knights, which is quite nasty. I usually use the one over here with the gold on the heraldry and the little symbol on his right leg, you can see at the side there, made of gold. Again, I always take personal teleporters on these as making them jump is vital to think, especially gaining shunt as well. 30-inch move once per game. You can stick these at the back and then just shunt them on the board wherever you want instead of deep striking them, and it's less of a risk, just as long as you keep them in cover at the back. They've all got the same weapons. I've magnetised the right hands as well, so I can change them out to fists, but I never use the fists because the sword gains them force, so if I'm going to be coming up against enemy monsters, creatures, that's particularly nasty because these are horrible in combat anyway. But the fact I've only got they can get one wound through to murder whatever I'm planning to kill just makes it worse. Again, all the same weapons. I really enjoy using side cannons, so they've all got a heavy side cannon. The Gatling silencer probably would be a better choice against Tyranids without having force on it, but the side cannon fares better against tanks, and that's the one thing. One of the main things that Grey Knights can't deal with is armor, because we don't have much access to las cannons and horrible high strength weapons like that. So this sort of makes up with the lower powered shots, but plenty of them. And of course, heavy incinerators, because I can't get enough of them. They are nasty. Apart from these have torrent. So Harry doesn't like these whatsoever. I think anyone I've ever played doesn't like these whatsoever. Generally, nastiness. It is quite a high points loadout to take. Generally one of mine costs us with all the kit is about 225 points. Doesn't sound like much to some other armies, but in Grey Knights when you have limited numbers, it can be a limiting factor. So I'm going to try in some future games, because I've got some more to build up and paint, to take these less, because I find these do most of the legwork, to be honest with you. So I'm going to try and change that and have a bit more variation in my list. And then there's a little optional extra down here, the Assassins. I've included these because they were in the old codex. I love the models, I think they're just really cool. I have got 5 of them. I'm planning to have 8 of them because I am collecting the 2 different sets of the older ones. So down here I've got me Execution Force. Again, horrible nastiness. My favourite ones in there, I love the one that's aiming the rifle, the Vindicator. That's my favourite one of the Vindicators. I've got the other one up there as well by himself. He's always been by himself, he's quite lonely and he gets some friends from, I think. The paint job I've done on these as well, I've done a matte varnish on them because it takes a lot of the reflection off and dulls them down quite a lot. And as you can probably see, they tend to blend in with terrain quite well, especially ruins and stuff like that. And it's not modelling for an advantage before anyone tries to complain, but people tend to forget about them if they're sat in a ruin and you can't see them very well. Think of it more as camouflage. But again, if you forget about it, that's your fault, not mine. Deal with it. So yes, isn't a lot of models there, but I am planning to expand it when I get some spare time on my hands. That's my Grey Knight Force. Hope you've enjoyed having a look through and seeing all them close up rather than just the tabletop view of the heads. Like and subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments. Catch you guys later.